Have you ever felt stuck? Like no matter what you do, you're trapped in one particular area. Like no matter how much you move your wheels, you can't seem to move forward. Whether that's in life, whether that's at a job, whether that's with your creative aspirations. Like I personally, I know I felt that way. I'm currently feeling that way. That's why I decided to make this video to get unstuck, to assist myself, to lift myself out of the quicksand, if you will. And I'm getting ready for work, but I realized that sometimes it's just a matter of doing stuff about it immediately. You can't keep waiting all the time. You genuinely cannot keep waiting. And so now I'm gonna give you some tips on how I manage to get myself unstuck in scenarios and situations when I do get stuck. Because there's a lot of situations where I've been stuck. What you need to do is ask yourself why you're stuck. Because it's not out of lack of effort or not having a talent. Majority of times out of fear, self-doubt, or waiting for the perfect opportunity. But here's the thing in life, the perfect opportunity isn't going to lie itself down. It's most people expect the perfect opportunity to just walk in front of it, say, "Hey, I'm here now. Grab the handle." But no, that would be the equivalent of a predator, like a wolf, waiting for a I don't know, a bunny, a snow bunny, to walk right in front of it, just lie down for it to be his head, to have its head ripped off. That's not how that works. The wolf has to work for that bunny. Now, so most of y'all are working, are doing exactly what needs to be done, but you're still stuck. Why is that if that's the case? Well, a lot of times it's subconscious. You don't even realize that fear is holding you down. You don't even realize that self-doubt is holding you down, or the waiting for an opportunity. Oh, I'm gonna do this tomorrow because the opportunity of a lifetime is gonna come up eventually. Eventually somebody gonna see my work. Why do you gotta wait for somebody to see your work? Why not show that person your work? So in a lot of the situations is you just got to realize that it's a matter of attacking it right now. The example for me is that instead of waiting for when I get home or get off of work to do something that can expand my career, I'm making this video. And so you can do the same. If you're an artist, make a YouTube channel. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it boosts you up in some way, in some form. Even if it's 1%, 1% is better than the percentage you currently was before you boost up 1%. We already kind of mentioned this, but take action before you feel ready. You have to take action. Look, even if it's the smallest point, you have to do it. And you may say, why? Well, from like we said earlier, the reasoning is fear, that self-doubt, the anything and everything that has to do with sabotage is occurring in that moment. You are talented. What you currently can do is incredible. Understand that if you are an artist, that is magnificent. You have an incredible talent. You can make a living off that. If you are a dancer, that is an incredible talent. You can be a phenomenal dancer, but you need to take action. Well, how can we take action? Simple. The most the comp the most the best solutions are often the most simple, because it's simple. May be hard to execute efficiently, I would say, but it's definitely simple. If you are an artist, what can you do? I'm a sculptor, so we could do something a little bit similar. Go to galleries. If you don't have a car, which I don't, then it may be a bit different. Take action from a blind man. I'm a blind man. I can't go to galleries. I can't do that type of stuff. I'm typically stuck. So one thing you can do is this: YouTube. When I tell you that YouTube right now is still, and it's always been one of the best platforms to build a following, a legit following, a following that will stand by you completely. Because of that, YouTube is where it's at, and it's where you want to be at. You can make a following here. That may not be good enough. What else can you do? You want to learn how to communicate? Knock on people's doors. I'm not saying knock on the person's door that you know is not going to answer. Knock on a friend's door. Knock on somebody that you waved to that one time. The fact that they was willing to wave at you that one time, meaning that they probably have days, at least days, where they're kind hearted and they just feel, neighborly. So wave at them, knock on their door, be like, hey, are you interested in artwork? Or do you know anybody who's interested in artwork? You just never know what that can do for you. Now, if you're an introvert and you're saying, like, yeah, I can't do that, this advice doesn't work for me, it still does. Take action before you're ready. If you're somebody who always wanted to perform, call up that small cafe and perform. Be like, hey, you have an open mic night? We have something. Be like, yeah. How long? When is it? about a week from today. Now you got a week to prepare. Now that means you gotta work. You gotta work now, because something that means because you now gotta perform. Sometimes, honestly, it might be better to start writing or performing a couple days or weeks beforehand. Because if you, and this is me speaking from experience, when I used to write, well, I still do, I'm an author, but when I used to write comedy or anything of that nature, I would lose interest, and that's because I didn't have a path. That goes for fitness, my fitness journey. I would get bored of exercising because I don't have nothing to exercise for. I don't have a girlfriend to look good for. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a reason to train. I don't have whatever you want to call it. I don't have a fitness competition to go to. So it felt mundane. It felt like the point, oh, is to be healthy. Yeah, but why am I training so extreme? Like, if I wanted to be healthy, I could train 3 times a week, if even that. So it's just a matter of what can give you that push. Because for me, it was not waiting to the last minute, but finding opportunities to have. Now, don't rely on it, because once you rely on it, that becomes an issue. Let's move on to 3. Sorry, I'm sick, so if you hear something weird, that's why. I'm trying not to cough right now, but I want to end off with this, which is basically 3. 3 is basically, once again, a recap, because I want to nail in how important what I'm saying is, in terms of that you got to do something. What is your first step going to be? Are you going to conquer the creative field in any way that you possibly can? But in order to do that, you got to start. So my question is, how are you going to start? When are you going to start? Are you going to start? You have to start. So it's just a matter of when in that situation. So that's basically it. And I want to create like an ensign. That'd be kind of cool. Like, it's time for you to master your creative life. That would be kind of fire. But at the same time, on this channel, you can expect more conversations like this to kind of be updated. Meaning, I don't know if this is going to go on, if this is going to be a whole new thing, or if it's going to be a situation where I post it on something older channel that I just kind of stopped using. That got interrupted. Well, you probably won't notice it because I edited it out. But on this channel, I want it to be extremely goal oriented, and I want to show myself doing everything I'm telling y'all to do. I don't want to just be the person who just says it, who already has a success. It's easy to say things when you already have your success. I mean, I tell you, I don't got more than $500 in my account right now. That is the truth. I don't got more than 200. Yeah, I don't got more than 200. So I'm broke, you know. But I'm about to go to work right now, and on this channel, like I was saying, I want to do something different. So you're gonna see me get out my comfort zone, things I never did before. I've been blind, so I've been blind. I am blind, so because of that, that kind of left me in a different situation than most people. Like, I never had the opportunity to really go out and meet people, to talk to random people, strangers. But I want to do that, and this channel is gonna make me do that. I'm gonna talk to people, get connections. Maybe some videos I'm just gonna get a scooter and just ride and just meet people. So it just depends. So stay tuned for that type of content, and I hope you have a blessed day.